All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started, guys. It's a little after. We'll do some intros and then we will go ahead and get this train moving off the track here. So welcome into the room. I'm super excited to do this. I think Sienna and I have been talking about doing a collaboration for a little bit now. And what's really nice about this is that she knows one piece really well, Chat GPT, and she's gonna dive into that a little bit. And I have been doing the text to prompting as far as text to image with Midjourney. And so, the question has become kind of how does it benefit us? What can we do with it? And all those types of things. And we're going to delve into that tonight. But before we do, I would love to learn a little bit about everybody who's in the room tonight. So typically, when I start off my trainings, I ask for everybody to go ahead and type something into the chat, a little fun fact about yourself. And so if you're new to Zoom and you don't know where the chat feature is, if you look at the bottom of your screen, you'll see a little blurb bubble down there. It says chat. And so if you click on that, it should pull the chat feature up for you. So everybody go ahead and type in there just a little bit of something, a fun fact. And while you're typing that in, let us know where you're watching from. So some of you are new to me and I would love to know where in the world you are. I'm currently in Charleston, South Carolina on a implementation project. I'm a consultant, training consultant, by the way. So training is in my blood. I love to do it. I do it all the time. And this just seemed like the next natural progression for me. So go ahead and type your intro into the chat for me so I can welcome you personally into the room this evening. Sienna, I grew up in California and Alaska. I'm in Northern California. Well, hey, I love it. I love it.
Hey, I'm getting direct messages from people. So
So you have to make sure that you are typing to everyone in meetings. So if you look down at your chat box and it says that you are typing to someone in particular, just click on the person's name down there and make sure that it says everyone in meeting.
Everyone.
You don't have the function for that?
The option, no, it just has the two of you as host and co-host.
Oh.
I thought maybe that was on purpose.
No, it wasn't. So I'm going to share what's in the chat.
Okay.
So Rick Collins, welcome, Rick. I've known Rick for quite a while. We were in Wake Up Warrior together. And he's a father of 5. He's a grandfather of 1. And he's from Houston, Texas. Awesome place.
Awesome. Nice. Very nice.
And welcome.
World Series champion Houston Astros.
Nice.
So welcome Ronnie Cox, who's from Atlanta, and she loves to roller skate. How fun. I know someone that likes to roller skate too. She's on this call. So Lizette, welcome. Thank you for coming. Lizette was born and raised in Southern California. She lives very close to Pasadena.
Nice.
And do you say your name? Is it Shu? Is that how you say your name?
Yes, Shu.
Okay, Shu. And she's here from Dallas.
Awesome. Awesome. And I have Trina, who is here from Cleveland, Ohio. Welcome, Trina. Lizette says, I love roller skating too. Awesome. I haven't been roller skating in forever. All right, so welcome into the room, guys. Like I said, this is just been a kind of session put together by Sienna and myself. And the reason that I'm here this evening is because I know that there are a lot of people out there who are interested in AI, who want to learn a little bit more about it, may have some apprehension about it and feel a little overwhelmed or anxiety around it. But I think that we're here this evening to kind of help dispel some myths and speak about what's really possible with it and what we've been doing ourselves in the realm of AI and what you can do for yourself as well. So the way that our session will go here is that Sienna is going to share some information with you feel free to type your questions in the chat box for us so that at the end of her presentation here, we can answer some questions directly since it's a small, intimate group of us. I think that will totally be fine if that's agreeable to you, Sienna. I don't have a problem doing that. So that we can keep it really interactive tonight and address some of your questions, okay? All right, so by way of introduction again, guys, my name is Camille. I am an IT consultant, been 13 years in this tech game. I really enjoy tech. I train high-level clinicians every single day, and nothing brings me more joy. So I'm at the intersection of healthcare and IT. And so when AI rolled around and everyone started talking about it, it just seemed like a natural progression. They have moved away from doing some trainings where I am, and they're moving to virtual and micro learning. And it just seemed like, well, this is the way to go. If healthcare organizations are doing it, it's something that maybe we need to look at, right? And us as online course creators and creatives, this is something that we can utilize for ourselves to up-level our game here in the online space. So happy to be here with all of you tonight. I'm going to turn it over to Sienna, let her do her introduction and get her presentation started.
Hey guys, thank you for coming. I'm so excited that you're here. I actually recorded my presentation because I was supposed to have surgery and didn't want to. I wasn't going to be able to talk much, so everything is pre-recorded. But I'm here and I'm super excited, and I'm just going to get started. I want to make sure that I'm sharing my screen. I'm going to start my video and I'm going to stop it just to make sure everybody can see and hear it correctly. Okay. Just give me one moment. Oh, so while I'm getting this started, my name's Cian. I live in Northern California. I've been in marketing for about 20 years, specifically building sales funnels for my clients all over the world. I've been building funnels for about 7 years. And before that, I was doing code and using WordPress. I'm also very techie. I work, have my own business, and love to live the laptop lifestyle where I can travel and have the freedom, and I want to help other people have that same freedom. So share my screen. Technical difficulties here. Oh, there we go. Can you see my green screen? Put your thumbs up if you can see my green screen. Okay. I'm going to play it for just a second and make sure that everyone can hear it.
Hey, did you know that most on?
Can you hear it? Perfect. I'm going to mute. I wonder if you're going to be able to hear it if I mute. Okay, here we go.
Entrepreneurs believe the most important part of their online presence is a beautiful website or funnel. I know it sounds crazy because we're so used to hearing about layout and formatting and graphics. And while all those things are important, I'm going to share 3 secrets with you today that is going to change the way you run your business and the way you connect with your audience forever. My name is Cian Livingston, and I'm a mom, funnel builder, coach, and podcaster. I have been helping literally hundreds of people around the world set up their funnels, write their sales copy, and sell their products online for more than 20 years. While I was raising 3 boys, I started building websites. The first ones I built with code, and then I graduated into WordPress. And for 7 years, I have been building funnels for entrepreneurs. Some have been on Good Morning America, Dr. Oz, and other popular TV shows. I'm a funnel builder, and I build beautiful, engaging funnels for my clients that connect with their audience. When I help my clients, I ask my clients a few simple questions that help them know exactly who they are in their business, who they serve, and how they help people. This might sound simple, but you would be surprised at how many business owners don't know how to share their message. They are great at the service they provide, but they are not great at getting their message across. Once my client is confident about their services, I ask them a few more questions that help them generate the best sales pages ever. Put in the chat how you connect your message with your audience. I will give you a moment. Today, we are going to provide you with a step-by-step blueprint that you won't find anywhere, especially not from your copywriter or your web designer. The step-by-step process we're going to guide you through will reveal the correct tools and methods for swiftly and effectively crafting copy that establishes an emotional connection with your audience. These 3 secrets are part of our AI digital blueprint that you can use to optimize your time and money and also make more money while building an online presence you can be proud of. I want to introduce you to my friend, Olivia. Her actual name is ChatGPT. If you have met my friend before, I can guess what's likely going through your head. She is free. Yes, she's free. She is a cheap date for sure. Yes, she is free, but if you're not using her correctly, you are leaving money on the table, lots of money, and you're wasting time and energy. The first secret is that big corporations are using AI to generate billions of dollars. The big idea here is that these are leaders in their industry. And as the popularity of AI grows, it's important to embrace it, not out of fear, but as leverage for your business. This is significant because while larger companies are expanding their reach through AI, startups are also leveraging AI tools to accelerate their growth. The demand for an extensive support staff has decreased for businesses. AI technology can't replace creativity, but I firmly believe that to enhance your effectiveness in your role, it is crucial to acquire the skills to harness AI, making you a more resilient and proficient employee or business owner. Here are some companies that have embraced AI and how they are using them. Most of you will know all these companies, and you might be surprised. Google has been a pioneer in AI for years, using it in search algorithms, advertising, and products like Google Assistant. Amazon uses AI extensively for its recommendation systems, logistics, optimization, and its voice-controlled Alexa device. Microsoft employs AI in its cloud services, its productivity tools like Office 365, and its virtual assistant Cortana. Apple Siri and Face ID both rely on AI, and the company has invested in AI-driven features for its products. Tesla's independent driving capabilities heavily depend on AI and its machine learning technologies. I see this commercial all the time. IBM, it's known for its Watson AI platform, which is used in various industries for data analysis and decision making. Netflix employs AI to personalize content recommendations for its users. Walmart uses AI for inventory management, its supply chain optimization, and its in-store automation. Siemens, they incorporate AI in their industrial automation solutions to improve their manufacturing processes. Ford is investing in AI to improve their overall driving experience. So as you can see, all these pioneers are leveraging AI in their businesses in so many different capacities. Our second big secret is about writing copy that engages with your audience. It's important to grasp that when you are writing copy, you want to incorporate a formula known as hook, story, offer into your messaging. This formula will enable you to make a strong connection with your audience. Your hook is the first thing your audience sees or hears, and its purpose is to grab their attention immediately. In today's fast-paced world, you only have a few seconds to make a first impression. A well-crafted hook can stop people in their tracks, pique their curiosity, and stop the scroll. Your story will resonate with your audience because it's easy to remember and easy to relate to. It should stir up feelings, making your message more interesting and personal. When you tell a story, you bring your audience into a tale they can be a part of, making it engaging and relatable. Your offer is like the solution or value you're giving to your audience. It should match what your target audience needs or wants. When you introduce your offer as part of your story, it can feel more fitting and it will make it more important to your audience. Let me tell you a story. I was on a mission to build a 12-month newsletter for my JRT, Jack Russell Terrier puppy store. My goal was crystal clear: to create a community of Jack Russell Terrier puppy owners and guide them through the first year of their puppies' lives, leading them to purchase my products. Myself in a predicament. Crafting and engaging content for a year-long newsletter that would also position me as an expert in my niche seemed like a huge task. I was frustrated and overwhelmed. It was threatening to derail my project. But then a twist of fate occurred, and I stumbled upon a group of 6 playful JRT puppies that sent me tumbling to the ground, resulting in a broken hip. Confined in my bed, I could not take the next steps in developing the marketing for my business, which was writing and publishing a year's worth of newsletters in digital format. One day, as I lay in bed, bored, I began to watch YouTube videos on using AI. What was popping up were videos on how to write children's books. While I had no intention of becoming a children's book author, I saw an opportunity to gain insight for creating the content for my newsletter. With limited mobility and Apple time in my hands, I delved into the world of AI through educational videos. My energy and clarity were compromised, making it impossible to engage with clients or work on my computer. Little did I know that this setback would change everything. In my journey of healing and learning, I made a groundbreaking discovery. I stumbled on a free AI tool called ChatGPT, and it became an unexpected ally in creating that exclusive newsletter. I was so excited, but it took weeks of trial and error to master its power. In those weeks that I could do nothing but lay in my bed, I learned how to communicate effectively with my new friend Olivia. I was learning proven methods, and I was getting amazing results. I was able to craft the perfect prompts through trial and error. I honed my skills of crafting specific questions, or what's called prompts, that quickly led me to what worked and what didn't. As I pieced together my 12 months newsletter, collecting valuable data for my projects, I realized that I could make creating sales copy so much easier and enjoyable and profitable for my clients. Leveraging my 2 decades of marketing experience, I harnessed Olivia's capabilities to build the content I needed. And in these weeks, I mastered the art of using AI to generate an entire year's worth of content in a matter of hours. I want to make it really clear, creativity is still an essential ingredient when you're creating content. Once I had the content created, I used captivating graphics and photos to truly engage with my audience, and the results have been outstanding. And this is why I'm so passionate about sharing with you the AI digital blueprint. I want you to experience the same transformational power that I was able to create so that you can have content that will support your business so that you can make an impact with your clients, the clients that you love and that you are passionate about. Now that I've shared with you part of my journey and how AI has played a huge part of it, let's dive into the third secret. It's going to really help you with your business and the way you connect with the audience. The third secret is AI tools are getting more popular and are being used and accepted in almost every industry. Some of those include legal, medical, e-commerce, automobiles, and AI tools are even being leveraged by small businesses of every kind. AI can save you both time and money. Although some people are hesitant to incorporate AI into their businesses, it is becoming increasingly popular. Now it's decision time. Do you want to learn more and empower your business for growth and scalability? Or would you prefer to continue struggling to keep up? Let us know in the chat. Now, I know you have a lot of questions, and I'm going to answer some of them right now. But feel free to ask your questions in the chat, and we'll try to get to them. If everyone is using ChatGPT and Midjourney, how can I set myself apart from others in my industry? Setting yourself apart and offering unique value in a world where many are using tools like ChatGPT and Midjourney is a smart approach. Here are some strategies that you can use to stand out. Specializing in your niche while developing expertise in your specific niche or industry will help you stand out. When you offer deep insights and specialized knowledge that caters to your unique audience, that will make you stand out from your competitors. When I made my newsletters, even though I used Olivia to create the content, I was able to add value by adding my own experience into my content. Use AI as a foundation, but personalize your interactions. Customize responses, offer tailored solutions, and demonstrate a deep understanding of each individual's needs and preferences. Emphasize human touch. Highlight the human element in your interactions. Show empathy, show emotion, show intelligence, and generally show care to your clients. AI can't replicate authentic human connection. Offer valued additional services beyond your AI generated content. For example, you can provide strategy consulting, content optimization, and comprehensive solutions that incorporate AI as a tool, but don't solely rely on them. You want to use creative problem solving. Showcase your ability to use AI to generate innovative ideas, solutions that others might not think about. You want to give quality assurance. While AI can provide content quickly, it may not always be error-free or perfectly aligned with your client's goals. You want to position yourself as an expert. You want to use AI to educate your clients. Its capabilities can help you offer workshops, webinars, or written content that will help your clients. You want to continue to offer your clients great customer support, which the AI is going to help you do. It's going to help you resolve issues. It's going to help you guide your clients through your processes when you use the AI tools effectively. When using AI, you want to stay up to date with the latest advancements in AI technologies. You also want to collaborate with others in your field and related industries, building networks and professionalism that's going to form partnerships that can help you tap into broader range of resources and expertise. Next question. When it comes to digital products or content that I create, who owns the rights? If Midjourney creates images, do I have exclusive rights to them? I'm going to let Camille answer this question. The ownership and rights to digital products or content generated using AI tools like GPT chat can be complex, and it will depend on several factors, including the terms of service of the AI platform you're using and the specific content you're creating. Generally, when you use AI tools, you input data or prompts into a system, and the AI generates content based on your input. In most cases, you retain the copyright. You typically retain the copyright to the content you generate using AI. This means you have exclusive rights to use, distribute, and sell that content. Certain works, if you modify or enhance the AI-generated content in a way that demonstrates your creativity and originality, like I did with my newsletter, you have additional copyright claims to the modified content as your own. Privacy and data usage. Be aware that the data you input into AI tools may also have privacy implications. Make sure you have the right to use any data or prompts you provide. It is advisable to consult with legal counsel well-versed in intellectual property and AI technology. Next question, can I count on ChatGPT to answer questions correctly? Or do I still need human intervention frequently? It will depend on the complexity of the questions. ChatGPT is excellent at handling straightforward and factual questions. However, she may struggle with highly specialized or complex questions that require deep knowledge and understanding. You need to accurately and fact check the responses that she gives you. She's giving you responses based on patterns it has learned from a vast amount of data. Olivia, my friend, she strives for accuracy, but she's not perfect. She occasionally will provide incorrect or outdated information. She may not fully grasp the question and the context of the conversation, and it may lead her to responding in ways that are off topic, weird, and that you wouldn't want to share with other people. When you're asking questions that are ambiguous, ChatGPT may give you multiple answers. To give you a specific answer, can I count on ChatGPT? It's going to depend how great you are at putting in the questions, at how well you communicate with her, the questions that you want answered. One other thing to consider, she may generate responses that are not ethically or morally correct. She's not human. She's great at giving you information, but as a human and as a user, you need to make sure that her responses align with your ethical guidelines and your social norms. Next question. As my business scales, will the cost of using these tools scale reasonably, or will they eat into my profit margins? I think this is going to depend on what you want to use the tools for. As you scale, you may want to upgrade your account to a paid account. Right now, using ChatGPT is free. You can upgrade it to a paid account where you're going to have more access. As far as Midjourney is concerned, most of the time you are using credits. I can see it working either way. I can see as a coach, you start using GPT to create landing pages. You scale, then you're using it to create sales pages, and then you scale and you're using it to create your high ticket offers. I think you could use the free version or the paid version. The big deal is knowing how to use it correctly. Next question. How steep is the learning curve for these tools, especially if you want to customize or integrate them with other platforms? The learning curve for working with AI tools like ChatGPT and Midjourney, especially when you want to customize or integrate them with other platforms, can vary depending on your background, your experience, and your goals. Here's a breakdown of the key factors that influence the learning curve. The first thing to consider is your technical background. If you have a technical background in programming, natural language processing, or machine learning, you may find it easier to understand and work with AI tools. Familiarity with programming languages like Python and concepts like APIs can be a significant advantage. I imagine most of you don't know how to use those tools. I don't. The complexity of the AI tools itself matters. Both ChatGPT and Midjourney offer user-friendly interfaces and documentation that make it relatively easy to get started, especially when you get started using our AI digital blueprint. If you have good documentation and tutorials and a supportive community, it's going to make the process so much smoother. Are you ready to see Olivia in action? Here we go. Here's the demo.
I'm going to pause this for just a second. Let's see if there's any questions. Does anybody have any questions at this point? Okay, I'm going to keep sharing my screen. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat.
So excited to show you this tip.
Can you see everything okay? Hear everything?
Today, my friend and business associate, Christina, is joining me. She's so excited about this business that she's building. She's been dreaming about it. So today we are going to move her forward when it comes to creating her vision, her business plan, putting together her messaging, and diving more into what her business is going to be about. Thank you, Christine. I'm teaching how to create your prompts so that you can create you can create anything. With Olivia is what I call the AI.
Oh,
I
okay.
named her Olivia.
Ah,
So it's free, but it's a matter of getting the right question to ask her.
oh, okay.
So
And this builds it?
yeah, so let me share my screen access. So what are 5 ways my business could help my clients make money?
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna go to GPT. You can see everything okay. Copy and paste that into Olivia. I'm at
Okay.
chat retreat.openai.com.
Okay.
So let's say, what are 5 ways my business can help my clients split release free? So I craft the question. That's a lot of the artist crafting the question.
Okay.
So these questions are pretty crafted. They're crafted to a coach.
Okay.
That's who I help. You could probably, with what you want to do, I think you could probably position yourself as an adventure coach, your grief coach, whatever type of coach
Okay.
that you want to be. And your events are just your retreats, your events are taking them out in the wilderness with the jeeps and going through that process
Yeah.
outdoors and doing activities. So I'm asking, what are 5 ways my retreat business can help my clients release grief? Hit go. She generates content. So right here I have
Oh, wow.
all these, like I have 5 ideas that I can like build my retreats around. Mindfulness and meditation practices. We're already talking about that, right?
Right.
That's something you already wanted.
Right.
So, integrate mindfulness meditation sessions into your retreat program. And so
That's all about the release and relax. That's all of that.
exactly. And so so the next step in this process would be let's say release and relax.
Right.
So you would put you might go further. Give me an outline on mindfulness and meditation practice. So I said, give me an outline for my retreats based on, and then I just copied and pasted the mindfulness meditation process. So I'm going to say, send message. She's going to generate. She's saying, you're going to have 4 days, 3 nights. Day 1, arrival and welcome, what you do. Day 2, cultivating mindfulness. Day 3, exploring grief and emotions. Number 4, day 4, meditation for healing. And then she has some additional retreat elements.
No way.
Yeah. So she'll kind of like write you a loosely outline of what you could offer. I'm writing this down.
Oh my God. Yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah.
This is like almost a business plan too.
It is a business plan. So these questions are kind of like powerful questions. I have 11 of them.
Wow.
You're going to explore them. You could write your business plan on it. You could write your outline for your retreats. You're going to know what services you offer. You're going to find out ideas of who you want to serve. It's just all the things about developing your who you serve, what you're doing, services you can provide, what sets you apart, all that.
This is all in like less than 10 minutes.
Right. Yeah. I created my story. You want to have your story when you're doing your webinar. So like my story relative to this. Broke my hip, was a bed, couldn't meet with clients, so I was watching YouTube. And what came up was how to write children's books.
Yeah, I remember us talking about it.
Yeah, I wanted to write a 12-month newsletter for my dog business. So I just kind of watched the thing, changed the prompts, so that I would have like titles for 12 newsletters, then an outline for 12 newsletters. And then each one I would just copy and paste it into there until I had enough information for 12 newsletters.
And they were already written?
Yeah. I mean, I had to it might not come out perfect.
But you had enough to where you could like,
Yeah, I mean, basically what you have here.
yeah,
So you could take this.
right.
So let's say I have, she's smart, write me an article about Jack Russell Terrier. And she's going to write me an article. And so what I did, so there's my article. She's talking about brief history. So I would say, write me, give me 12 newsletter titles.
And so this is how people, no wonder people are making money.
Yeah. So she's given me 12 issues. Here are 12 newsletter titles for your Jack Russell Terrier newsletter. So the first one is JRT Journal, Unleashing the World of Jack Russell Terriers. So then I would ask her, I would copy and paste that into there. And I'm going to say, I don't want the JRT Journal. Say, please write me a article for my newsletter about unleashing the world of Jack Russell Terriers. So now she's giving me my first article for my newsletter. I'm going to read through it and see if I like it. I'm going to, read it, see if it matches what I want. If I don't like it, I can regenerate. I can ask her to do it again. And I can say, give me a testimony with a JRT named Spot. You go with it.
Oh, when you do regenerate, you can add?
She'll rewrite it.
Oh, that's cool.
So if I don't like it, I can ask her to regenerate it and she'll rewrite it.
The same thing. Or
Yeah.
she does it again?
Yeah, she does it again and rewrites it differently. So now I have a testimonial with the Jack Russell named Spot that matches the article. And now I can put the article and the testimonial in my newsletter with a picture of Spot made up. Or I can use testimonials that I actually have. I could say, write this with a fun so now she's rewriting it again in a fun manner, fun voice.
Oh, holy crap.
I can say, write this again in a professional voice. So now she's going to rewrite it again, acting more professional.
Oh, so he's a champion. Nice.
Yeah. I'm not really reading the content. I'm just.
No, I never knew it that this was the capability of ChatGPT.
Yeah. Okay, Spirit. Let's say write this as a social post for Facebook. Introducing Spot, the energetic Jack Russell Terrier. See, it's like now it's all like it has hashtags. I don't know how well you can see it.
I can see it all. No, I can really see it. I'm just reading some of it and it's got the hashtags and everything.
Yep. And
So
it has
already put,
photos.
it already puts all the hashtags and everything.
Yeah. It has recommended hashtags that she thinks you could use. You could use your own. So let's say I want to write a post about recovering from grief. My social media. With a to action at my retreat.
I love my Turtle Girl retreat.
Oh, sure, I didn't say this, Brittany.
It's okay.
So now you have a post, Recovering from Grief, a journey of healing. You read through it, you might like it, you might not. If sometimes it sounds corny. A lot of my posts that I post are generated from GPT.
This is amazing. So the call to action ones is basically take action to the website and learn about.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you just put the link right there. And
You just did like a few and it already like generated so much.
okay, so the first question is that what I want to do is I want to build the correct question to go into the chat.
Okay.
To build a prompt. That's
Okay.
my goal. So what I'm going to ask you, because I want to have, it's going to say describe your business or product.
Okay.
And then I'm going to ask it to craft a landing page that uses persuasive language and emotional triggers to capture the attention of your target audience.
Okay.
Emphasizing the value proposition and providing clear calls to action. So questions. Describe your business or product that you sell.
It's going to be retreats. So what type of retreat is it? It is a wow, they're retreats for to overcome the target audience is for the loss of somebody and any other trauma. Yeah.
Okay, who's your target audience?
I would say women. Women who have lost somebody or have had trauma that they want to release, or someone that is just needs to relax and just release some tension or something that has been weighing on them. A safe place to fall.
Okay, what is your business value proposition? What makes you different than other people? What's your offer that makes, why would someone choose you?
I've been there. Knowledge. I have the experience. I have the open heart.
You also have some training, right?
Yeah, some training. Breath work, meditation. Yeah, and more. Yeah.
Right now I have the prompt to go to ask
Okay.
Olivia. So now I'm going to put that prompt in here.
Okay.
I'm asking her to write me a landing page. Be a landing page sales page.
Okay.
Send message, and so she's going to generate a landing page find healing and release at our retreat. So you add in at our Turtle Girl retreat.
Wow.
And so welcome to your safe haven of healing and transformation. This is for women who've known loss or trauma. Let us be your safe place to fall.
Wow.
Are you carrying weight? Are you carrying the weight of grief, trauma, or life's burdens on your shoulders? Do you long for a place where you can heal, release, and find solace in the company of kindred spirits who understand your pain? You found the place. Welcome to our healing and transformation retreat.
I have goosebumps.
Our promise to you at Turtle Girls Retreat is we're more than just a retreat. We're your companions on your journey to healing. We know because we've been there too. Our founder, Christina, has walked the path of grief and trauma, and she brings a heart wide open knowledge and a toolbox of therapeutic skills and guidance towards your recovery. And so right here, you might want to have your testimony, your story, so people would connect with you.
Wow.
And so your business value proposition, we've been there. We understand the depths of your loss and trauma. We've walked that path, and we're here to light the way for you. And it just goes on. I'm going to copy and paste this to your document. So then you go through it and you make changes. You add your stories in, you add your testimonies in, your photos in. So then you can get your visuals, add those in. You know, your emotional stuff, add your story, add other people's stories, gives you connection. Then you create your offer. It's all there.
I literally have I have goosebumps and wow, just from all of that, those questions, even though it's not fully emoted,
Yeah.
it gives you all of that. How did you find this?
I started playing with it. And it's just I don't think it's any good. I'm not sure about it. And we kind of went through this. Let me share my screen again. Give me 10 personal development motivation. I can use. So this is what we started doing. Okay, give me 10 personal development posts. So there, you could put these on a quote with an image that you create in Canva. This is how the process started. Give me 10 posts that I could put on my Facebook, right?
That's cool.
And then, we kind of played with it a little bit. We built this I don't know about it. And then I fell, and that's when I had the time to really figure it out, how to use it. Thank you for doing the demo with me. Hope it was helpful to you.
Oh my God, it was so helpful. Thank you for showing me and giving me all the options and the ability to understand Olivia, ChatGPT, and how helpful she can be in the beginning of my journey of starting my business.
The AI.
Okay, we're back. Okay. Oh, yay, we can. Oh, that's Camille.
So if I can read some of the responses that were coming in, because I think somehow they were coming to me. But I think that was incredible. Guys, let me know in the chat. I mean, watching you create the entire landing page was incredible. It's you just answer the questions and put in the correct prompt, and then it gives you the return. That was amazing to me. So to me, it's kind of it just does all of the heavy lifting for you. I mean, who else in here who has been racking their mind trying to figure out what to post or how to create material content for your business or what to post on social media? I mean, if you think about it, all of this is being done for you. ChatGPT, you put the correct prompt and it's going to give you that information. So some of the comments, Sienna, that I was getting, let me just scroll up a little bit in the chat because they were coming in quick and fast. So let's see here. Hold on a second. Well, one of the first questions was kind of explain exactly what it was that you were doing and what that process was. So the question was, are you asking ChatGPT the question? And is this what the person wants to speak about for their business? So if you could just explain that piece a little bit, and then I'll get into the other comments.
Sure. So I have 11 powerful questions that I created to ask coaches to help them find out who they are, what they do, just to get clarity on their business. Because a lot of times coaches or whoever you are, you're an expert in what you do. Maybe you're not an expert at sharing your message. Maybe you're not an expert at building your marketing. And so I took these questions that, and Christina is doing. She just decided less than a week ago, she wants to build a business. So she doesn't have a lot of clarity, but with these questions, originally I would sit down with my client and ask them the question, and they'd have to sit down and write it out. And it would take several days if they even completed it. But putting these questions into the prompt, what kind of services can I offer as a coach? Putting that into Olivia, into the chat, she's going to come up with, I can specifically ask, give me 5 services I can offer as a coach. And she's going to give me a list. And I'm going to be like, yeah, I like that one. I like that one. No, that one's not for me. And I can spend a lot of time really establishing my business. I can take the information, write a business plan, write exactly everything. I have so much clarity about my business just from asking those questions and putting those in the prompt. Now, the other part of the demo was building a landing page. You can use this to build a sales page, a landing page, your social media. The big part is learning the right questions. Olivia's very, very smart. But if you don't ask the right question, she'll give you a generic answer. You ask a generic question, you're going to get a generic answer. So a lot of it is learning how to ask the right question to serve you. Hopefully that answers the question.
All right, give us a thumbs up if that answers your question. I think it does. And you made such an important point, like you have to give it the correct prompt. Good prompt in, good output, right? So someone says really impressive. Another person says, I love it. I'm learning so much. Other comments are definitely learning a lot. So yeah, everybody. So tell us in the chat, guys. I'm curious to know, now that Sienna has done this demo, what are you feeling about ChatGPT and the benefits of what it can help you create? Tell me that in the chat, but also I would love to know what you all do for business. So, and the reason I'm asking you this question is that it's going to help us get a little interactive as we move into the text to image portion. So I would love to know that as well. Sienna, anything else you want to add while they're typing in their responses?
You can use this no matter what business you're in. If you're, it's like if you're a freelancer, if you actually go and work 9 to 5 and you're like a support person, administrative person, any type of person that's serving someone else or serving clients. Like, let's say your boss asks you to write an agenda. You go to the business meeting, you make your notes, you put your notes into Olivia, she organizes them for you. I can put edit and proof this document, make sure the spelling is correct, the English is correct, hit the return and she's going to proofread it for me. She's like having an assistant. So you're an assistant and you have an assistant. So that's one thing you could do. Like if you just like work, at a company 9 to 5. If you're like a freelancer and you're like working on Upwork or Fiverr, it's just an amazing way to serve your clients, no matter what you do.
Awesome. Nice, nice, nice. So I'm seeing some of those responses flow into the chat. So Shu says, I'm excited. I'm a health and fitness strategist coach. Oh man, I think this will be so helpful to you. We've had this conversation before. Ronnie says, I want to learn more. She is trying to open her Shopify store. Lots and lots of stuff out there for that too, right, Sienna? I mean, we can talk about some of those things. Rick says,
and I just interject really fast because I just launched my Shopify store on Friday. And did I use Olivia for keywords, for my titles, for my descriptions, asking questions about, it's like university too. You can ask it questions like, help me come up with an SEO plan for my Shopify store. It's endless. The possibilities are endless. So awesome.
I think that's great. I have so much to learn from you. I've been playing with ChatGPT for a while now as well, but seeing what you've done with it is incredible. Rick says, I do financial planning and infinite banking to eliminate debt and protect my client's financial future. So he's in the financial sector. Awesome. Lizette says, currently looking to freelance. And I mean, man, there's so many ways you could go with that, Lizette. From copywriting to organization to just so many avenues with that. I think that ChatGPT would be beneficial to all of you in some capacity. As you can see, Sienna's been using it to help her direct her clients and help them move forward with their businesses. It's great to help you with your social media posts and information like that. Tell me specifically who you serve in the chat, and then we're gonna move into doing a demo with some text to image, because you'll use the ChatGPT, right, to help you in as far as organizing, as far as content creation, marketing strategy, and things of that nature. But then you'll turn to Midjourney or another text to image app that's going to help you to build your creatives, your assets, your visuals for your brand or your company as well. So those two things kind of go hand in hand, right? So that's why Sienna and I got together, joined forces, and collaborated here, because we realized it's really, need both pieces. You need the one piece of copywriting and content information, but you also need to be visual in sharing your information as well. And so that's why these two pieces work great together. So I'm going to take it off of direct message to me. Hopefully you guys can get those messages in the chat so we can share as a collective and everybody can see what you're saying. Remember that if you click on the little blue 2, if you click on that, you can change it to everyone in the meeting, and then we can all share our insights as well with each other. Okay. So let's see. All right, so we're going to shift gears. Sienna, are we ready to shift into Midjourney?
Absolutely. Okay. So excited.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so they're saying that they're still not seeing the option to use everyone in a meeting.
Sienna, yeah, I might have to change that. I might have to change it. I might not be able to change it right now, but
okay, no worries.
Not sure why it's doing that.
Put the chat on the side here, and then I'm going to go, guys, and we're going to talk about two things here. We're going to talk about Midjourney and Discord. So my text to image of choice is Midjourney. It's I kind of have the same story as Sienna. I had some time off from consulting, and during that gap of time, when AI came out, I was hearing all of the rumblings about it, and I thought, well, let me look into this and see what the hype is all about, because that's exactly what I thought it was. You let me know in the chat if that's how you felt about it as well. I'm just like, great, here's another thing that we're gonna have to, look at and learn, and everybody's gonna be on the train for a while, and then it'll die down, um, like so many other things. But what I found is that this has been a great surprise for me, because I come from the space of coaching. Life coaching is what I do. And so in the coaching realm, I need visuals for my business so that I can share content, so that I can create creatives for ads if I want to. Everything now is visual. If you're on Instagram, it's visual. If you're on YouTube, it's visual. Most people prefer to have a visual with something that they post on Facebook. So how many of you have either before or now used a service like Pixie Stock, or looked for pictures on Stock Photo, or any of those types of services? I mean, I have. So I've even purchased them before, right? Saying yes, right? So Lizette, yeah. So what this does for me is this takes out the middleman. I don't have to go to Adobe Photo. I don't have to go to Pixels. I don't have to go and pay a membership for Pixie Stock or anything like that. Now I can create my own. And the best thing about it is that I can tailor them to really be what I want it to be, right? Some of those other services, you kind of locked into like whatever kind of stock photos they might have. And sometimes the selections are not specific to what we're looking for, right? So this is going to help you guys a lot. I think you're really going to find a benefit in this. So first, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you all. So just bear with me for a second. I'm going to hide my chat. So Sienna, if you could monitor the chat now for a bit, I'm going to put that down. And thank you.
Message me if you have any questions.
All right. So I'm going to move you guys away. All right. So Midjourney, like I said, can you all see my screen? First of all, let me know. I'm coming back to the chat for a second. Yes. Okay. I'm going to paste the link to Midjourney in here. And I'm going to go and I'm going to find the link to Discord as well. And I'm going to talk about these both and explain to you what they are and how they work together in tandem with each other. So there are the links for the two of those. And I'll go through them together here. Okay. Maybe. If I can pull that down. There we go. All right, so first off, Midjourney is one of the items that you're going to need. So I put the link in the chat for you. You'll go to Midjourney and you will click on Get Started. You will create an account in Midjourney. And Midjourney is basically the service, okay? Midjourney is the service. So you'll create an account for Midjourney. Now, when I created my account for Midjourney, it was free. They gave you a test period. I can't speak to whether that happens to be the case right now today, because I've had mine for quite some time. And now I pay for the paid version of Midjourney. But by all means, if there's a free version, try it out first for yourself so you can kind of see what it's all about. And Midjourney works in conjunction with Discord. Now, Discord is a server. So I don't want to get too technical, but basically Midjourney needs a server that it can run the information through to output the pictures to you. Okay, so you're going to need both of those. And they're really not that difficult to set up. Once you create your accounts, what you'll do is you'll notice over here on my screen to the very left, in the top left, there's a little symbol that looks like a little person on pants or whatever you want to call that. That happens to be my Discord server. Okay. So you'll set the two of these up. And I think what I'll do is I'll have step-by-step instructions for you all. I will pull that up and make sure that Sienna has that so she can send it out with the wrap-up email so that you'll have all of that, so that you at least can set the two of these up and you'll have your Midjourney set up so that you can start prompting your pictures, okay? And so maybe that will serve you guys a little bit. So the way that Midjourney works here, and I have my Midjourney bot up, and I'm gonna pull it up just a little bit so you can see here. I'm always in here and I'm always playing around, but the way that you utilize Midjourney is that you start a prompt. And so every prompt begins with what is a / and the word imagine. So use your imagination, right? So I'm going to type here /, and you can see here that some of the prompt beginnings pop up for me. So / imagine is what we use to begin a prompt. Okay, so give me some ideas in the chat. I'm going to try to put this to everyone. Give me some ideas in the chat of things or pictures or assets that you would like to come up with. It could pertain to your business. It could pertain to anything at all, but we want to go ahead and start to prompt some pictures so that we get a return here. Okay, so type some things into the chat for me. I'm just looking for ideas. This is the interactive piece. So go ahead and type your ideas in the chat for me. You can see the last one I did here was a great tooth dancing. I'm actually teaching a number of dentists right now. And the product is called Wisdom. So, all right, Lizette says a retreat. Okay, Lizette, we'll go with that. You guys, everybody else, go ahead and take some time and think about it and give me some ideas in the chat as well. So for retreat, let's go ahead and prompt a group of diverse. So you deal mostly with Lizette. I'm going to say women.
I was just thinking to go with the example that Cian used with the demo.
Oh, that's a great idea. So we'll say a group of diverse women at a healing retreat.
They have Jeeps.
They have Jeeps?
Turtle Girl retreats, yeah. They take out their Jeeps.
Agreed, right? Did I spell that right? So let's start with a simple prompt. So /imagine, and then I type what I want to see, and then I hit enter on my keyboard. Now, a couple of things is this is returning to me. You'll see here underneath that it says 93%, which means 93% of my picture is done. And it also says turbo and stealth. Those are settings that are baked into Midjourney for me. And the way that I adjust my settings is by / settings, right? So everything starts with that /. So if I want to get into my settings, / and we'll say settings here. And I'll come back to that picture in just a little bit. Okay. But this gets me into my settings. And you can see here, I'm using Midjourney model version 5.2. These AI tools go through a number of iterations. Think of it like Microsoft, right? Every couple of years, there's an upgrade. But with AI, it happens so much quicker and so much faster. So you can see here, it's gone through a number of iterations already. And you can see here there's some different models as well. What I will say about the Apple and the Ninja model here is that that will typically return to you a cartoonish style of photo. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. I'm not going to change my settings for purposes of my demo this evening. I'm going to leave it on the highest setting that I already have it on here. So I'll keep that. But notice you get options here, right? You can stylize your pictures to a low quality, to a medium quality. I have mine set on very high. Yep, I love this. Keep those ideas coming in. I have it on remix mode, and we'll talk about these modes in just a second. I'll explain to you what those are. I have it on high variation mode as well, and I have it on turbo. So that turbo that was in parentheses just means that this picture is going to return to me quickly, and that's because I have a paid version. You may choose to use the unpaid version, and it just might take a little bit longer, okay? So remember, every prompt starts with imagine, okay? So let's go back up to the top. Let's look at this group of diverse women at a healing retreat focused on grief. And so you can see here that it gives me a return in 4s. So this top left is 1, the right is 2, the bottom left is 3, and then the bottom right is 4. And those numbers coincide with the numbers that you see underneath here, U1, 2, 3, and 4, or V1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, U means to up level. So for example, if I was to click to up level photo number 1, right? This is the photo that it will up level for me. So I'm gonna click on up level photo number 1, and we'll see what that return gives to me. And then V stands for variation. So perhaps I like photo number 2, but I want another variation or a few variations of this photo, then I would select V2. So I'm going to click on V2. It's going to give me a pop-up window that says remix prompt. So that means I can take this prompt that I've already utilized and I can change it up a little bit. Okay, so a group of diverse women at a healing retreat that is focused on grief. What else can we add to this here? Did we say something about Jeeps, as in the Jeep car? Tell me in the chat. So let me change the setting off to everyone. There we go. I'm gonna say balloon, oops. Bear with me, there we go. Balloon. Background. I'm not so spelling it right back top. So basically a remix prompt means that I can add to a prompt and then you can submit. I had a typo there, and then you can resubmit it. Okay, so let's see what our returns give us here. So that was that first picture, number 1. You guys remember number 1 there? So since I up leveled number 1, what happens is that it takes picture number 1 and then it goes ahead and it focuses it more for me. It pixelates it better. It gives me really a clear and crisp picture that I can utilize. You can see that it does give me a group of diverse women. They are in a circle there, healing circle, and I can see this very clearly. This open in browser, what that does for me is that will open this picture for me more clearly, a very high resolution photo where I can see it just a little bit more, okay? So a couple of ways to view those photos, and then I can save that photo if I want to. I have options here, and again, this zoom in, zoom out, and custom may be on the paid version, but you can utilize those to focus your attention where you want it to be in the picture, okay? So if I want to zoom out, maybe just a little bit, I can click on zoom out 1. We'll see that a little bit further down here, okay? Next, I have my group of diverse women at a healing retreat. And I asked for a variation, right? I clicked on the V2. And so when I clicked on V2, these are my variations now of that photo. It did put a balloon in there as I asked it to, even though I think I spelled it wrong. But now you can see there's a laptop included in the photos as well. The women are all gathered around the laptop, and there is a balloon in the background, okay? So I'm seeing a couple of prompts in here. Let's go ahead and move up and let's do some more prompting. So remember, Imagine prompt is always what you're going to utilize first. And then you're going to type in exactly what you want to see. Okay. So let's see here. Retreat. Yes, we did that. I'm not sure how fitness will play into this. Most fitness coaches are their own brand. Absolutely. Most fitness coaches, I agree with you, Shu, are their own brand, but most people, and you guys can chime in here and maybe help Shu out a little bit. Most people, though, do like to see variations of other people who perhaps are utilizing, who are exercising, who are eating healthy, or healthy meals, right? So maybe you want pictures of healthy meals and stock photo of those types of things as well. So that might be a direction you can kind of think about and consider, because will you be in every photo, in every video for your brand? That's the question to ask yourself, I think, right? So when you're creating your content and everything else that you're doing, will it always be a picture of you? Will you utilize other assets in your marketing for your fitness and wellness brand? So let's think about that and consider that. Delicate, beautiful glass sculpture. So Trina here. Let me type in there. So you guys can see I'm just simply typing in the prompt, right? Delicate, beautiful glass sculpture. I've also found, guys, that sometimes less is more. And what I mean by that is some people do very intricate prompts, right? They get very, very specific and drill down to very specific things. I find that sometimes if you type in something really, really simple and you let the AI do the imagining for you, sometimes you can come out with some very, very beautiful things. So I think these are gorgeous. Look at the flowers and look at the how intricate it is. I mean, look at the one here, number 3 below. Very, very detailed, right? So keep that in mind as well. Again, up leveling means that I select a photo and I think this is a photo that I would love to utilize for PDFs or for assets or for marketing or for ads. So you want to up level that photo so you can make it a little bit more crisp, more clear. And then the other thing has to do with sizing, the reason we up level photos. So say, for example, I think it was Ronnie who mentioned a Shopify store, right? Say, for example, you have visuals that you want to put on shirts or canvases or blankets or bags or anything like that. You really want a super clear picture. You don't want when someone tries to upsize the picture, right, to put on your product, don't want it to look pixelated, right? That's another reason that we up level our photos. Okay, so just keep that in mind as well. Let's see, Sienna says, JRT puppy. So here's a great example. I'm gonna put that in, Sienna, and we're gonna see what happens here. When we get specific, right, puppy, let's see what happens. So Sienna, if I'm not mistaken, JRT is a kind of puppy, right? Look at this. Here we go. So here are our puppies here, and I'm just gonna click on it so we can expand that a little bit and you can see. So it gives us a really good return. I mean, these pictures are very clean, very crisp, right? So now I could take one of these and I could up level it, or I could ask for another version of the photo, and Midjourney would give me that. Okay. We'll say imagine here. So a lot of imagining charcuterie. Board. Oh, I think this is going to be lovely. Let's see what it gives us here. I'm adding to your prompt, Trina. I'm taking liberties here to expand on the prompt. So let's see what happens. All right. So Shu says, I can definitely expand on nutrition and other components. Yeah, definitely. I think kind of thinking outside the box when it comes to our marketing and our visuals is something that can be useful to us. So as not to stay kind of in one school of thought or just walking down one hallway, we can kind of expand our vision a little bit and see what happens. So here I've got that return of the group of diverse women. That one took a little bit longer to zoom out for me. But the reason it took a long time is because I gave it nothing to work off of. I just said zoom out, and then AI had to create all of that background information on its own, right? I didn't give it direction. I just said zoom out and then give me a photo. So it took a moment to kind of parse that together so that it could give me something that kind of melded well with that photo. So that's the zoom out there. Let's look above. Oh, look at our board, guys. This is beautiful. It's going to come up in just a second for you. And I think that this is a stunning photo. It's super crisp. It's super clear. Very, very, very good pixelation on this. And so if you wanted to take something like this and put it on something else, this would definitely be a great graphic for that. I mean, it's super, super detailed. I'm going to up level one of these so you can see. I think maybe number 2. Let's think about that one. All right, so let's get a little bit more imaginative and give me a little bit more to go off of. I think my friend Rick here. Give me, Rick, the type of assets that you would use for your financial, it wasn't financial literacy. What were you doing specifically? It was something else in finance. Hold on.
Yeah, financial planning, instant banking. So
Thank you. Yeah, tell me.
Maybe a picture of a middle-aged family worried about their future.
Mm-hmm. Family worried about their financial future.
Yep.
Okay, let's see what we get there. There we go. Okay. The nice thing about this is that we can, I'm going to take off the messages just for a second. We can, once this comes up, start to ask for different versions or styles of photos as well. So here we get a return. I'm going to go ahead and click on that one for you, Rick. Oh, they're very worried. But here are our returns, right? So number 1 looks nice. Tell me, Rick, which one in the chat would you like to up level? And if you want to make any changes to it as well, let me know that. I do like number 1 though.
I like 1 and I like number 3. They're trying to figure out how
Down
to pay for
here?
their daughter's college.
Right there. I love it. I love it. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. Let's up level number 1 and let's up level number 3. And then let's see what kind of return we get on those 2. Yeah, I like that. So you can see just how much the AI drills down to get like really, really specific features. And I mean, even the coloring of the background, as far as shadows and things of that nature, we'll start to talk about light depth and things like that. But I love it because they're trying to figure it out, right? And trying to figure out how they're going to get something done there. So that's that number 3 one. Let's look up here. Yep. Again, right? Very worried about their finances in the future. You can see the look in their faces. It's very kind of worrisome and pensive. So you can get very specific. You can drill down. And that's one of the things that I happen to like about text to image. One other thing that I happen to like about the text to image as well is that you can now take these images and you can create quote cards. Someone was talking about social media posts. So when we think about things of that nature, we can look into creating those as well. So I would encourage you guys to spend a little bit of time in Midjourney. My background is dealing with women, and so I tend to do a lot of prompting for that. But what I'm going to be gifting you all today is prompts for 100 artists. And so this is going to be the variation in the return of your pictures, right? Because we can start to drill down and say, give me a return, right, of a middle-aged family worried about their financial future. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up my little prompt guide here, which you all are going to get. And so we can start to kind of really drill down into different types or styles. So I'm just going to copy this one here. I'm going to go back over to Midjourney. Okay. And I'm going to imagine prompt here, and I'm going to put in style. And we're going to take this prompt we just did of this family worried about their financial future. Okay, and we're gonna merge these. We're gonna see, because then you'll get different stylings of photos or pictures as well. And so this is based off of a specific artist, and you can see how the photo takes on a different look and feel, right? So now you've got some blurry lines, you've got some depth in the background as well, but you can tell this is not a photorealistic picture, right? The imagery is very different from the last picture that we had. Can you guys see that? So I am going to be giving you that so that you can have all of the different stylings. Let me move this so you guys can see. Okay, so I give you the artist name. Okay, so all the artist names are over here. And then I give you the prompts as well, right? So you'll go ahead and you'll type in the prompt for the style based off of that artist. Does that make sense? Guys, when you type this in and you see the difference, so if you put this in and you type the same type of photo, so for example, we'll do another one. And sometimes I just like to play with this so I can see what the differences are. And you can test this for yourself so that you can see. And I'll put in, right? And we're going to get a return there, and it's going to give me a certain type of styling as opposed to some of the other things that are on here. So I'm going to take that sci-fi one too, and I'm going to put in the same prompt so we can see what the different thing might be. So there we go. That one happens to be that particular artist style and theme, right? And then we'll put in this other one and we'll kind of see. And I kind of like this guy here with the little environmental themes there, right? So totally different styling. Same prompt, it's all about the frog, right? But now we have a different style. So if you put in your middle-aged family, right, concerned about their financial future, and you put in a different styling altogether, you're going to get a different return, right? You could get 100 different returns based on the sheet that I'm about to give you. Okay, does that make sense? I hope that's resonating with some of you guys. Put in the chat for me what else you might like to see prompted here. And we'll try to prompt some other things for you guys. Here's what I do want you to take away though from this session, from this demo with Midjourney here. Do a photo of a person? Absolutely. Absolutely can. What I do want you to take away from, maybe I'll also give you, I have a guide already. Well, it's not a guide. I actually prompted all the photos. They're all of women though, of various ethnic backgrounds. I don't know, I must have prompted about 50 of them. So maybe Sienna, I'll do that as a gift too. I'm feeling generous today with the bonuses. Maybe we'll put that in the portal as well. So let's do imagine. What kind of person, what are we looking to create here? What are we imagining about this person? Give me a little bit more details.
Actually, I was wondering if you could like upload a photo of a person.
Oh, upload a photo of a person. Okay, so when we start to talk about photos of people, I've been playing with this a little bit, and you can upload photos. I think that begins with a blend, if I'm not mistaken. So the prompt begins with blend, and then you pull in the photos of the person, or photos of an environment. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I have a photo readily available.
This is something we're going to definitely teach on in the master or the fast track.
Yeah,
Diving
you know what?
deeper.
I think it's a great thing to teach. I'm just trying to think of where I have quick photos, guys. Bear with me for a second. I don't think I have one any readily available. Sorry about that. But essentially, you start the prompt with blend. You pull in a photo of a person, and then you can pull in another photo. It will merge the two photos together, or you can pull in a photo of an environment, and it will merge that person into the environment, guys. So, for example, someone who does interior design, this will be amazing for, because you can pull in a photo of the person, and then you can pull in the photo of the environment the person will be in. So I can show this at another time. So maybe when we do another workshop, Sienna, I'll have that queued up so I can quickly pull that in. But it's absolutely amazing at what can be done with this text to image. I am telling you that you'll never have to pay for stock photos again. So if you're someone who is creating PDFs, if you want to create t-shirts, if you want to create sayings for t-shirts or for mugs or anything of the like, this is going to be amazing for you. Not only the Chat GPT portion of it, also the imagery portion of it. As a matter of fact, Chat GPT will give you all the sayings you will ever need to go on any of your products for your t-shirts or your mugs or things of that nature, or your blankets that you might want to sell on Shopify. Chat GPT will prompt all that for you. And I did want to revisit up one other thing, Sienna. I know we're going way over time here. I apologize, guys, because I do want to respect your time. But I did want to mention one thing about the copywriting. So as far as copyrights are concerned, no, the AI does not own the copyrights to your material. When it comes to copywriting and imagery, you don't own the rights either. So you can certainly use these pieces of imagery on your materials to sell things. It's not a problem. But if you were going to apply for copyright protection, you probably would not get approved for it. And the reason is we're using artificial intelligence. All of these things are scrubbed from all over the internet to create a synergistic photo for you. And so the very last case that was in the courts, the court denied copyright rights to the person who was trying to apply for that. So just know that you can sell it, not a problem. You can put it on materials and sell it, not a problem. I think though, but if you're applying for copyright through a legal way, through the system, I do not believe that you're able to get that. And so those are the kind of things that I'm going to be keeping on top of, because just like you, I'm curious about that. I see the benefits of AI and how I can use it in my business and how others can use it as well. I want to share more of this information with you as I learn more, so that we together can build up what it is that we have, for some of us, have been trying to do for quite some time. I don't know about any of you all, but I've been coaching for about at least 10, 12 years now. But I just see the availability of AI to take this to new levels. I've been able to really collapse my time with the AI and create something in such a short amount of time. It's ridiculous. And so, like taking quotes and putting them on a Canva background and loading 50 of them in 5 minutes. I mean, my time is now mine again, and I really appreciate that. So something for you all to kind of think about. So let me know what questions you have about Midjourney in the chat as I begin to wrap up my portion. Type those questions in for me. I'm loving the frogs. I know a older lady who's really into frogs. She would absolutely adore this. What questions do you all have for me about text to image, guys? And Midjourney is just one tool that I'm using. There are so many more. I'd love to teach you how to do photos of yourself and make different versions of that. And I can teach you how to do that. All right, Sienna, so I don't see any questions coming in. So at this point, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Awesome. Can you take yourself off the screen share?
I am right
Awesome.
now.
I'm so excited. I just want to say, because I haven't used Midjourney yet, but I've used other AI tools like Canva and like my makeup app and different things, and it's nothing comparable to what I've seen tonight. So I'm so excited to learn more. So excited to invite you guys into our new program. I've heard the expression, build a plane while you're flying, right? So that's kind of what we're doing. It's just like we're like collaborating all this years of information, and you're going to get lots of information. And this is our first masterclass, so I'm so excited for y'all being here. I'm trying to get back into a view where I can see. Oh, just give me just a second. Remove spotlight. Okay, now I can see everybody. So yeah, I want to invite you into our program that we're building. I'm going to make sure that everybody gets the promised bonus stuff. So watch your email tomorrow. So I'm going to be putting that together and sending you an email. And I'm going to share my screen again. and take about 30 seconds to show you what we are wanting. We have a 4-week fast track program where Camille's going to be training. I'm going to be training, diving deeper into what you learned tonight.
Digital blueprint trainings include how to use ChatGPT to create content that converts, trainings on how to use AI to create amazing branding, AI digital blueprint personal development trainings, your backstage pass, where we are going to show you how to put everything together. You're going to get all the promised bonuses for the special masterclass price of $97. This is 4 weeks of powerful content where the actual value is $19.97. Sign up today to get immediate access to the AI Digital Fast Track.
So I'm going to put the link in the chat. Just give me a second. Camille, do you want to share something while I find that link?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, I'm pretty excited to bring this course to everyone. I'm excited because people are already signing up, they're seeing the benefit. I think what you guys are gonna find is that it's gonna be information that's gonna be helpful to you, in that we're gonna walk you through each piece step by step, and hold your hand as we're doing it. So Sienna and I are going to be coming in every week. She's going to come in once a week, and I'm going to come in once a week. And because it's such a small group of us, it's going to be really intimate, and you guys are going to get the one-on-one help that you need. And I think that's the best piece about it, because I've joined other programs before, I don't know about you guys, where the cohort is so large that sometimes my specific question doesn't get asked, or what I need to know doesn't get addressed. And so when we have Q&A sessions, Sienna and I, at the end of our training with you guys will be able to ask us specific questions about your service or your freelancing operation, or whatever it is that you're trying to put together and build up. And I think that is what the benefit is really going to be, Sian, because I don't know about you, but I've been in a number of groups where, yeah, right, like there's information that I really need, but nobody's responding to me, or I can't get my question answered, or things of that nature. And I think if I had had more one-on-one support and accountability, I might have gotten to the next step that I needed to be in my business as I was trying to bring it up. So I think that's going to be a high benefit. It's going to be high touch, because it's going to be a few of us in an intimate setting.
Absolutely. You're going to have, you'll have an opportunity to work with, I can say, you can have an opportunity to work with me. I'm going to make sure that I would love to work with each and every one of you on that landing page prompt. This works. I build funnels, but I spend a lot of time doing WordPress websites. So it's just like, whatever you have to share your messaging, we want to get that dialed in and good. And the demo that I showed tonight was a little bit generic. She doesn't know her specific answers just because she's so new. But part of being a part of this program, especially new, is just like me making sure that your content rocks.
How many of you are already kind of know your target audience and know what it is that you're putting out into the world? How many, I just want to get an idea. How many of you are already at that point? You've kind of figured out the basics, and now you need someone to kind of get you situated so that you can create all of those things that you've been dying to create, right? Like create the landing pages, or create the sales page, or, I was blown away by that demo, Sian. So that's so beneficial. But maybe some of you are just in the starting stages, and maybe you're thinking about creating a business. This is going to save you. light years. It's going to put you light years ahead. Because now you're not just going to just be kind of trying to figure it out. AI is going to help you really drill down and get very specific about who it is you're here to serve and how to help those people. And I think that's one of the amazing and incredible things that I've been seeing you do, Sienna, and that I've been prompting as well, how specific and how drilled down and amazingly clear it can help us get about who it is we're here to serve. So I don't know about you guys. I spent a couple of years trying to figure that piece out. And the fact that I can put a very specific prompt into AI and it is going to give me that return just like saves so much time. So if that's you, then this is probably something you want to consider. For those of you who are a little bit more ahead and you have that figured out already, this is going to help you so much with your content creation. It's going to save you so much time. And you won't be spending a lot of time spinning your wheels and trying to figure it out. Sienna and I are here to help you and help guide you in that regard. And as we're building that together, we can all kind of collaborate together and say, this is the piece that I want. This is the piece that I need to build out. Let's do that in a collaborative way and support each other. All right, I'm not going to take any more time. Thank you guys so much for being here this evening. Thanks for jumping into the workshop. I hope that it has served you in some way, that it has, at least piqued your imagination and you can see the benefits of it. Look out for that email from Sienna that's going to be coming. Yes, you are so welcome. Our pleasure. We're really here to really just impart knowledge of what we've been learning and what we've been doing. So glad that you all were here, and hopefully we'll be seeing you on the inside of the program as we walk through 4 weeks together of really flushing things out for you.
Thank you so much, Camille. Everybody have a good night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.